Clique 45 are back for another video to just analyse the Euros that is continuing on as we speak. And it is now match day 3 by the time this comes out. But with my co-host over here, I've just introduced the guest we got on the other side because we got 2 at once. We don't really do that. Coach Rafa's on his own. Jazza back on his own.
We got a double penetration.
I don't know about that.
It's just neither one of us are good enough on our own.
No, you are. No. This is peak. This is peak Clique 45 right now.
He's trying to make it.
Yeah, we've got Italian fan. He's like Moretti, but it's Luca.
I am him.
You are him. How are you doing?
I'm good, man.
How was the Euros while you were out there? Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was a good experience. Obviously, Italy didn't play too well. We were awful. I was bad, but the trip was good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. And next to him, I was going to say England fan, but with the Man United on, he's a Man United fan, part-time English fan. It is Sweeney. How are you doing, Sweeney?
Yeah, I'm all right. And part-time English fan is correct.
Yeah.
So I was actually saying to Oz, he actually come and picked me up from the station very graciously. I actually went and jumped into Sports Direct before I came here because they said, look, put an England top on. So I was like, all right, I'll have a look. I'll go and grab one, yeah. And I even got to the counter, with the England home shirt, £84.99. And I was looking at it and I was going, do you know what? Like, they've just not offered me that sort of value. It's not worth it. I literally walked from the back, and if you know Craven, it's a big shop, and walked all the way back, put it back right at the front, and just walked straight out.
It's not worth it. And do you know what? That's another thing we should talk about with the football kits. They are so overpriced nowadays. It's ridiculous.
No.
But someone that has got himself a new kit, my Albanian friends. AY, as you can see.
You know what it is.
Looks a bit like iShowSpeed right now. Because he recently, we'll start with that sort of Euro news. He went out to Albania and met with the president of Albania.
Went to join the gang, you know what I'm saying?
He said Chibone to the...
went to chill.
It's weird. I saw that, and he also went to the Albanian shop, got himself a little traditional hat and whatnot.
He was chilling, man.
Yeah.
The president seemed calm, but obviously we know he's not calm. Tweed was looking through his drawings like, oh, you're a good drawer, you're actually talented. The guy was like, yeah. And Tweed said, oh, you're a good guy. And the president was like, how do you know that? I was like,
How do you know? Who do you know?
You don't know these ends. It's just a default setting to just say, oh, you're a good guy, but some people don't want to be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure the president's like, no, I'm a bad
That's actually my response when you get the people stood in the road. Then they wanna like get some charity cash off you and stuff like that. And look, I'm actually doing a charity walk and we'll talk about that later.
Yes, 100%.
So this is a bit deep. This is a bit deep. But literally, I will some of them have got some really good lines to get you hooked. And one of them turned around to me and they said, "Oh, you look like a good guy." And I literally walked past you and went, "I'm not."
No, exactly. But yeah, since talking about the charity, if you don't know, Sweeney is doing a charity walk from Maidstone to Manchester. It's got little round of applause for that.
No. Let's not applaud me. It's Man Up, the men's mental health charity that we should be applauding.
Yes.
It's 267 miles, which is minuscule. Compared to some of the miles that people walk with mental health problems.
Yes, 100%.
If anyone wants to donate to the trip, then either DM me. I'm sure there'll
link
be a link
is in
somewhere.
the bio. Don't worry about that. The link will be in the bio. We'll make sure that is there, as well as Luca's links will be in the bio as well. So let's talk Euros. Group A, Croatia and Albania we'll start off with because that was a fantastic game, I feel. 2-2, the game finished, and I feel like Albania have given themselves a little lifeline. You are proud of that, obviously, as an Albo.
You know what we're saying.
Born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised.
Birth certificate, you know what I'm saying. We got it all.
That's his football club as well from Albania.
We got it all, man. We're adopted in that. It is what it is. Good game.
Yeah, it was a very good game. I feel like Albania really showing themselves to be a proper dark horse in that group.
For real.
Yeah, they're progressing really well. Their next game is against Italy, if I'm not... Oh, no, the game's already been done. It's Spain, isn't it? But I feel like, is there an opportunity for one of these two teams to really now start to kick on their journey to get that third position? Because I feel like that's so up for grabs now.
What are the points in that group? Because Spain are going to walk all over them.
Albania's got 1, Croatia's got 1, Italy 3, and Spain 6.
No. Spain are going to walk all over them.
Yeah, do you reckon against Albania?
Yeah. Albania's been good so far this tournament, but Spain, let's be real, they're a top 2 nation right now in the Euros. But them and Germany. They're so good.
And they've not conceded any goals as well.
Zero goals,
But
exactly.
they don't concede many chances as well. If you look at the both games, they're solid defensively. The midfield
Which is a
solid.
surprise as well for me, because the makeup of Laporte, Normand, Cucurella, who has been fantastic for Chelsea this season, they've exceeded my expectations. I had them as the flops for the...
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. I had them as an underdog. They're not really an underdog of a nation, but nobody was talking about them.
Yeah, exactly. With the way that they are right now, it is 100% true. I do agree with that.
I'll be honest, I just didn't think about them at all when I was making my predictions. They
went under the radar for a lot of people.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Fully rated.
It's a bit of a surprise that, like, it's a shock to the system now that I'm seeing them play.
But we really should have thought about them just simply because of Rodri.
He's class, isn't he? Yeah, fantastic player.
I think their best strengths come out wide as well. I think Williams and Lamine Yamal as a winger duo, probably the best in the tournament. I'll be honest.
I was
the way
so
they complement each other, they're so good.
I think
lots of balance.
the fact that he's 16 still, you know, he's
it's
still
insane.
It's weird. It's so weird.
It's like, what were you doing with our life?
I'm just here sitting down talking about him, and he's actually making proper money from it.
He's just skipping his GCSEs to play the Euro.
He's doing his assignments, and he's doing assignments, you know, in the locker room. He's telling his mom
back in COVID times, isn't it? Like certain calls and stuff like that.
Assignments, right? He's telling his mom that you ask Williams that I'm doing my assignment. Williams like, he is. Don't worry, I got him. It's crazy, man.
These backup in it. These backup.
Crazy, man.
100%.
But their success isn't just from the front three. That you mentioned really, really rightly that they've not conceded any goals. That's not because of Aymeric Laporte. Rodri in that midfield
he's class.
Brings a complete and utter professionalism, experience, and just calmness. He's so calm.
Yeah, I agree. I think still for me, the question marks are still that number 9 position. I think Morata's been a bit...
I'll defend Morata.
You want to defend Morata?
Defend Morata, man.
Okay, this is good because I just don't rate it.
As a Juventus fan, I got to defend him because he was class at Arsenal. I liked him a lot. I feel like Morata is a bit underappreciated.
It's the Serie A.
Yeah, but he played... Like, even his peak in Italy, for me, was the 2020-21 season, his second return to a club where Juventus were a lot weaker. We finished 4th that season. But he bagged like 20-plus goals in the league.
So did Lukaku.
Yeah, but Lukaku...
It's the Serie A, mate.
Yeah, but the Serie A is still the best league ever. That's not... I don't really...
Do you know, I had a lot of respect
in the modern era, though.
I had a lot of respect for Luca until he said that.
I'm
really disappointed. The best league ever.
Yeah, of course.
I think in the 90s you had a shout.
He doesn't believe that. You don't actually believe that.
On everything, on the Bible, it's the best league of all time. I swear down. I believe that the Serie A, in the 2010s, it's not the best league. But ever.
See what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Ever is a way of talking about time. And so then you brought it back to time by saying in the 2010s it wasn't the best league. So how can it be the best league ever if it's not the best league in that period of time?
No, because ever is in the last 60-odd years. If we're talking about ever, you have to consider every single decade. So I feel like the Serie A gets too much disrespect. Morata has proven, he's not really proven it, but he's bagged goals in every club he's been at. It's not a coincidence that he's been at all the best clubs in the world. His numbers are very impressive.
His agent is doing a mad.
His agent.
I feel like he gets too much disrespect, to be honest.
Lukaku.
No,
just Morata. Okay, sorry.
I don't know, man.
Let's do this.
Can you agree he's not clinical?
Yeah, no, he's not clinical. He's just not clinical enough. He's not going to get Spain further forward. I don't think
clinical. With the amount of chances he gets.
Okay, maybe it's like chance to goal ratio.
Yeah, it's not good
isn't the
enough.
best.
Literally the best metric to define a striker.
Hold on.
But that's not good.
He has over 300 goals, I'm pretty sure. Pull it up.
Let me ask you this.
Over 250, 300 goals.
Yeah, do you like Lukaku at Belgium?
Not at Belgium, but at Inter, he was
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They both bring a lot to the game. Yeah, different things, but they both bring a lot to the game. But they both have an issue with putting the ball in the back of the net and chance conversion.
So is Lukaku a bad striker?
I think that he's an all right striker.
So what would you rate him out of 10?
In the Serie A, he's a 10 out of 10. In the Premier League, he's a 6.
But yeah, but you're asking me a question
that has a different answer in different leagues across the world.
Okay, but at Everton he was good as well though. At West Brom,
he was a beast. He was fearless as well though at those times because he was still young. He was still young at that time, and now he has
put on that weight, and then he lost his bearings. He went to Italy, got his confidence back. Obviously, you know when you go to like Turkey,
you know when you go see that comparing Serie A to Turkey.
Then you come back. No, I didn't mean it like that.
You're just stirring up.
You get what I mean? You get your confidence back. Then you go link a baddie. Chelsea, yeah,
Hold on.
and then just can't get up.
Also, let me just put this into perspective, right? Lukaku, when he came to Inter, they hadn't won the league in 9 years.
Did really good in Serie A.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, he did really well in Serie A.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're being sarcastic, man. I know what you're doing.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being truthful to the fact that he did very well in Serie A.
Yeah, but he came, in Serie A. You're trying to diminish Serie A. I know what you're doing, bro. But he didn't come into the best team in Italy as well. And he made them title champions. Without Lukaku, they wouldn't have won the league in 2021.
Influential.
Yeah, very
100%.
influential.
And Conte got the best out of
it. Can we do this around the Can we do this around the table? Let me do this quickly with you guys. Let's rank the top 5 leagues in the world in order then. I just want to hear it.
In terms of what though?
From what you want to base it
Entertainment
on.
or footballing perspective?
Whatever you want to base it on. I just want to hear what your top 5 is. Just quickly do it. Go around the table. Go.
What do you mean? My number 1?
Yeah.
Go from 5.
5 to 1.
Oh, 5 to 1. 5, Nigerian Premier League.
No, I was at the top. No, France, Spain. Oh my days. France, Spain, Italy, France, and England.
France, Spain, Italy, France, and England.
Germany.
Germany.
I forget the Germans.
French is last.
Yeah.
Then Germany.
Okay.
Then it's between
Spain, Italy, and England.
Spain third.
Okay. Italy second.
Italy 2.
You're just doing it because Luca.
No, shall I tell you why?
No, he's genuinely
he's doing it because he knows football.
Shall I tell you why? Shall I give you a reason?
He's gassed it up to you.
Shall I give you a reason though?
Go on.
Actually, nah. I'll swap that. Nah, both of them are same.
Don't give in.
I'm thinking about it because of the match fixing as well. I have to include the match fixing.
Why do you have to include the match fixing?
I have to because
the match
it's part of the league, innit? So both of them, they could both be at 2 and 3.
Wait, is this all time or right now?
Whatever you want to base it on.
This is correct. This is what's correct. Yeah. It's the Premier League. Yeah. Of course.
First.
Yeah. Then it's La Liga. Yeah. Then it's Serie A. Then it's the Bundesliga, and then it's Liga. And let me explain why.
Okay,
yeah. So the Premier League have got the most money, so therefore we attract the best players, and we've got quality throughout the league. Yeah. And there's normally only about 7 teams. Yeah, but there's only about 7 teams in our league that couldn't, hold it in the top 10 elsewhere. Now, La Liga, you just look at trophies won. Europa League, Champions League. Yeah. They go in at second. Do you know what? They push the first spot for me. Yeah. And then it's Serie A in third. Again, Conference League, that sort of stuff.
Right,
that's absolutely
don't disrespect it like that. That's too much.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna back Luca.
If I was you, I'd start swinging. What? I said Conference League.
I'm backing Luca.
No, it will be my turn.
Hold on, let me finish.
He said the Conference League. They don't even won the Conference League,
It's Champions League final.
In all fairness, I'm poking fun, because the Serie A have got sort of more teams that I think would do it in other leagues. Like you've got 10 that I think are really, really great footballing sides. Yeah. But the problem for me with the Serie A is that the other teams in the league are complete fodder. Yeah. And
but I
think that there's more there.
I was disagree.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But then at the Bundesliga, there's only 3 teams. And let's face it, Leverkusen only get in on it this season. That are worth mentioning. Yeah. And then Liga, it's just the one team that's worth mentioning. So that's what I'm. That's how I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
It's a number of teams in the league.
All right, Luca, it's your go.
I might go something different.
What's it based on then?
Shot.
No, I'll do current.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you just doing this season, or are we saying?
No. Well, the past few years.
Yeah, generalise it.
I was talking past 5 to 10
we'll generalise it.
If it's modern era game.
Okay, if it's like modern era, I might even put Bundesliga last.
Yeah, I don't think that's
because
too much of a bad
shout. Because
shout.
the Liga has had more winners in the last 10 years. Yeah. They produce a lot of talent, like the French ballers, especially from like Paris and the suburbs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll put Bundesliga 5th, Liga on 4th,
Makes sense.
La Liga 3rd, Serie A 2nd, and Premier League 1st. I think the Serie A, in terms of entertainment, not quality-wise, but entertainment-wise, is the best.
The Championship is more entertaining, though. Do you know what I mean? Championship. We're not talking about entertainment.
English fans, are so deluded. The Championship is okay.
We're not talking about.
Let me just say, the Championship is better than Italian second division, of course. But when they try to say it's a top 5 league, I want to just smash my head against the wall.
Yeah, I don't get that either. But I feel like Serie A are getting better. Like Bologna, Thiago Motta's Bologna is fantastic.
There was a point.
Let me defend the Championship. Hold on. If you just look at the viewership figures, it is at that point.
Luca,
people view it because it's entertaining. So
people view it because their teams in there. People in Italy aren't watching the Champions. People in Spain aren't watching it. People in America aren't watching it.
Just goes to show the football culture that has propped up the best league in the world.
No, they watch
here in this country.
They watch the Prem, but they don't watch the Championship. Realistically, no
viewership figures. You're wrong.
No,
people do watch the Championship.
But what I'm saying is, so where would you rank it? I don't understand the point you're making.
Well, it's just the fact that
I'm saying it's not top five.
Okay, I'll tell you the point I was making. It was because you were saying that entertainment value equals best, and I'm saying that's not the case.
No, but that was a factor. I was just saying as a factor, entertainment in the Serie A, there was a point towards the end of the season where between 2nd and 8th there were 3 points on it. That didn't exist in the Prem. That didn't exist in.
That's my issue with the Premier League. It's so predictable.
Everyone was so close.
Yeah.
And like in the last 4 years, from 2020, Juventus, Inter, AC Milan, Napoli, Inter. A lot of different winners. Premier League has all been
City. That's my issue with that.
I like that.
I'm saying Premier League quality-wise is the best. Like, there's no denying that.
I won't even say quality-wise we're the best, you know. Because when we go outside, we get our asses spanked.
Yeah, and in every final, Italian teams have been shut up.
That's another thing that I was saying. In the last few years,
finals,
there's a reason why Italy have the most teams, joint most teams in the Champions League.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
In terms of Europe, like you were saying, in terms of Europe, in the last few years, we've done extremely well.
Exactly, yeah.
I feel 100%. Like Serie A's on the rise. It's just economically we struggle.
Yeah, I think once you start to get that ready, I think we're going to see a different brand of Italian football coming up. Like Thiago Motta is a fantastic manager. Bring it up. Like I think you're very happy. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you for that. Bologna were fantastic. I feel like Sampdoria at moments in time under De Zerbi were brilliant as well. There was some fantastic. Sassuolo. Sorry, that's it. And I just feel like it's going to come back up on the rise. And we just got to wait and see.
Why is it? And educate me here. Why is it that the Serie A doesn't have the same sort of money
anymore?
I think after Calciopoli, that really ruined Italian football. Like, what happened? Juventus got relegated. The thing is, a lot of people look at Calciopoli and just think it was Juventus. But if you go back and research it, there were multiple teams involved in it. AC Milan as well.
Juventus are just the poster boys.
It's because Juventus at the
relegated,
time. They were the best team. They were the best team in the country. They'd won like but not everything. But from 96 to 2006, when they got relegated, they won Champions Leagues, multiple trophies. I think that tarnished Italian football legacy.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, literally, you were talking about scandals. Like, that was the biggest football scandal.
It was.
Like,
in the 90s.
Players left the club.
Until Man City 115.
We
don't know. Maybe that will surpass it.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
I actually have a theory, you know. I have a theory that the Premier League don't want to punish City and Chelsea.
Agreed.
Because they don't want what happened to Italy to happen to them.
There's going to be a disgrace.
Because if you also look at France now,
absolutely right.
It's true. It screwed Italian football like differently. Like after it, nothing was the same.
If you look at France as well, France are struggling to find broadcasting companies to actually view everything they get.
Mbappe's leaving now.
Exactly. So like because of PSG owners and stuff as well.
They know that City and Chelsea are big assets. Alongside United, Arsenal. If they get relegated, that's tarnishing them.
And the next point along from that is that if they do punish these teams, and let's say they get relegated or whatever it might be, tarnished to the name, what happens next? ESL. Because those teams are not going to take it. They're going to go, we're massive
Super League.
We're the ones.
We've got the money.
You go do one. We're all going to go and do this Super League. And the Premier League can go.
They got their hands tied.
Because they're still going to get they're still going to have the money.
So I as much as like on my page, I'm like, 115, got to do one. They're not going to get punished in the way, or if they do. It's not.
It won't be a relegation.
It's one of those ones. It's like O.J. Simpson. We all know he did it. Yeah, but he's not going to jail. So you get what I'm saying?
There's a meme in there. I'm going to get O.J. Simpson with the Man City fans.
It's basically that, bro. It's basically that. Like, we all know Man City did it.
Am I out the camera?
You all know. We all know. We all know he did it. We all know Man City did it. But they're not going to jail for it.
It
is what it is.
Well, comment below what you guys think as well about the leagues. Do you think that?
What do you think of yours?
Oh, okay. Sorry. As the host, I just thought I'd give you guys a thing. I'll go with Liga last. I'm going Bundesliga next. I'll probably go with. I'm gonna go Italian, Spanish, English. I feel because I think
so it was two. No, actually, we went a bit different.
But me and Sweeney were similar, the same basically. I think that's the fairest.
50%. You guys got 25%.
I think that's the fairest way I would put it. That's the fairest way I would put it due to the way they are right now. But I feel like the stocks of the Serie A are
They're rising, bro.
They're up.
If I'm not like I'm no financial expert, isn't it? But if you want to invest in the Serie A.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, definitely. Let's go back to the Euros though, because Italy and Spain is where we're going to go since we're talking about Serie A. I think we should just go into it. It's an interesting game because I feel like Italy did not really show their worth, you know. It was the paella versus pasta match. Paella just said
Paella should not be winning that matchup as well. Let's be real.
I'm just saying, nice. Yeah, exactly. As the Italian fan,
yeah, it was.
I'll just let you give you the platform. As the Italian, I'll give you the I'll give you the platform.
No, it was rough. It was rough.
That's what it's about. Paint dry. Paint dry.
It was dreadful. Like even, and being at the game made it worse because you travel there, you're excited, you're looking forward to it, you know, the build up.
The walk in.
And then you're just like, what the what was that? Like, you know what I mean? The thing is, we didn't even turn up. Yeah. You know, sometimes you watch your team and you're like, you know what? They were the better team. They were the better team, but like we put up an effort. You put up a fight, you know what I mean? Like we did our job. We played our football, but we didn't. We were lost. Like I didn't think there was a single chance in that game where I thought, you know what? We could score here. We're putting them under any sort of pressure. We were outplayed from minute 1 to 9.
I wouldn't feel too bad. I think that you lost to the winners of the tournament. And I didn't have Spain as the winners.
No. It's not a crazy take by the way.
But they've been really fantastic so far. And if they go and stomp all over Albania over there, then
we're playing at home, mate. You didn't know. Albania and Turkey are legit at home.
I think that it's going to take a lot to beat that side.
I think so as well. Yeah, I think they're a top 2 nation with Germany right now. Like 100%. They're so good. Like it's the way they play as well. Like I remember I was watching the game. I was just focusing on them out of possession. Their press is the best in the tournament. They're pressing a 4-2-4 with Pedri as a second striker. They were like pinning us back. It was suffocating. And we were trying to play out from the back. Then we were forced a long ball and it didn't work because we had a full-back. So we were losing every single header. Scamacca couldn't hold up the ball. You had Pellegrini playing out wide who's not even a winger, so he can't hold the flank. Chiesa was out of the game. It didn't make sense. I think Spalletti got it completely wrong. What he should have done is he should have tried to play in transition with a 5-back. Yeah. I think his lineup was completely wrong. Di Lorenzo was getting cooked the whole game. I think I would play football after that, honestly. He needed like paracetamol after that game. Like, he was having headaches.
He's an interesting player, you know, because for Napoli he was like brilliant fullback. One of the best fullbacks, last season, definitely. And I just feel like Italy have just like shocked me with DiMarco's just been a bit missing as well. And,
it's because he's a fullback.
It's the modern game. And we've seen that with some of the City players in the tournament as well. These players are so closely honed to play a specific system.
It's true.
Yeah, that then when they go into the national stage and they're asked to do something different, it's rabbit headlines.
So true.
You know?
Because like into system, DiMarco's a left wing back. He knows he's going to be hard.
Exactly.
And he's having to defend so often. You can't really see him in his best position, which is in the final third.
Exactly.
But then doesn't that mean you as a player should try and adapt to every situation you're in? I think players now coming up should try and be like, you know what, I'm playing club level.
But then if he adapts, it confuses everything.
I'll give you an example of a player like that. I may be beating his home, but Saka now. In Arsenal, it's a system.
Arsenal fan, by the way.
It's a system at Arsenal. But in England, there's nothing there. But he's still making something out of nothing. You get what I'm saying? I think sometimes as a players, you need to remember back in the day,
what is it different that he does for Arsenal that he's asked to do for England? Where's the difference?
I think England, they don't have any system.
So he's saying that Saka's doing it on his own.
So Saka, he's taking the initiative. But Foden on the other hand, there's a system at City. But now, England, there's nothing. And he's thinking...
But would you argue that it's different? Because Saka's a right winger, DiMarco's playing as a left back. So if DiMarco's doing his own thing, then the left centre back...
Fully different.
Like I need to cover as a left back, then the centre mid might have to drop in a centre back.
Really different.
The 3 at the back to a 4 at the back is completely different.
Especially if you're getting cooked. But even though he was getting cooked, I was expecting at least them to at least double up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why we needed a 5-back.
Yeah.
We needed Darmian has to play in the next game for you for Italy. Sorry, because Darmian offers that defensive stability. Like I don't know how much you've watched of it into this season, but he's very, very solid. Like if he was the right centre back in that position, if Di Lorenzo got cooked, he would be there to cover.
He's covering.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Because Di Lorenzo one-on-one.
That's what I was going to ask about you with that 3 at the back. The defence you've taken, it's not actually a big list of names for a centre back. Right? You've got the youngster, obviously, the Regen Maldini coming up, and then obviously
I kind of feel
that's too much hype, by the way. Regen Maldini,
and Bastoni as well.
He's quality.
Yeah,
he's
they're
our
both
best centre
they're
back.
both good, but I just feel like, yeah, definitely. If there was a third man, I don't actually know who it would
we
be.
got-
It would be so
Scalvini?
nice to hear.
Is he in the squad?
He tore his ACL.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
right,
list of
okay.
centre backs that
That was
Italy
really
have actually
unlucky.
taken is actually
So
really
it's a transition period
shocking.
for you. Since the two brothers have
Man,
both...
two brothers. We
They're
all
both
thought,
retired from
yeah.
international football. It's like, it's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
And Donnarumma saved you guys a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do think, like, even with our centre backs that we have, I'm not too worried. Like,
No.
we got Buongiorno, who's another left foot centre back, so he won't fit. You can't play three
This
left
is
foot
what I'm
centre
saying.
backs.
You
and
got
three
two
back.
left foot
You got too
centre
many
backs
good
already.
left foot
Yeah.
centre back.
Yeah.
You got Darmian and we got Mancini from Roma. I don't really like Mancini. A lot of Roma fans rate him. I don't rate him too much. I would play Darmian. Then Di Lorenzo, I would just send back to Naples, to be honest, on a fly. I would play Cambiasso, my Juventus guy,
Yeah.
right wing back. DiMarco, left wing back.
Yeah.
And as a defence, it would be quite solid. Like, we won't concede too many opportunities. In transition, will be good. That's what we should have done against Spain.
Yeah.
And he changed at half time to a 5-back, but his subs didn't really make sense. He played Di Lorenzo as a centre back. I didn't really understand it. And
Yeah.
against Croatia, we got change.
Yeah.
Else it would be serious problems.
I wouldn't worry too much about Croatia. I think that they've been one of the worst teams
Yeah, they've been
at the
poor.
Euros.
Yeah.
He's not clear.
It's been shocking. It's been shocking, definitely. Like that golden generation has become silver.
Bronze.
Even I would say
Yeah.
so quickly, and I just feel like I don't see much talent other than Gvardiol in that squad. That's gonna.
Yeah, it's really lacking.
Yeah, it's really lacking,
really
and I think
lacking.
Croatian football is gonna come into its like worst times since the noughties. I would say. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
the-
definitely time that.
It's the
I'll take
midfield
that.
for me for Croatia. It's the
Yeah,
midfield. I
yeah.
mean, obviously, I would still start someone like Luka Modric.
Oh, 100%.
But the reason that he still does okay at club level is because he's got energy around
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he doesn't even play that often now.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
true.
a fact.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Because like in their 2018 to 2022 run, you had Brozovic sitting, you had Rakitic,
Yeah,
and you had
yeah.
Modric, you had
Exactly.
Kovacic, you had like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so
Stamina.
stacked.
All these
It was
itches
so
are just
balanced, and that's like Spain's midfield. It's
Yeah.
so good because you have Rodri sitting, you have Pedri who's a technical player, then you have
Yeah,
Fabian,
Fabian.
the runner, the ball winner.
I was so
He's
shocked
so
at his
good.
level. Yeah, he's so good as well, Fabian. I'm very shocked by his level.
He's had an amazing tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, team of the tournament so
he's
far.
one of
like,
yeah,
from two
yeah,
games.
yeah,
You got to put him in there.
Yeah, I agree.
He's definitely up there for like favourite for player of the tournament
Yeah,
as well.
he's been
He's getting up to
amazing.
them levels, and I am very surprised by that. And that well done to him. But let's go on to let's see what, in terms of the predictions for it. Are we going to see Spain top this group? Italy second?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say-
I think we all agree
that's
on that.
most likely,
Yeah. So the conversations about that third position, then who is going to get that third position?
They're going to be tied on points, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think Albania will lose to Spain, and I do think we'll beat Croatia. I think Italy will beat Croatia.
Yeah.
But what's the goal difference?
So the goal difference -1 to Albania, -3 to Croatia.
Yeah,
so
so
on goal
Albania.
difference, Albania are third. But is that going to be enough for them to get one of them 4 positions?
I reckon Albania will
what?
score against Spain, you know.
Yeah, do you reckon?
I reckon they'll get
They
a goal,
will.
man.
They will because Spain
No,
haven't
we will.
conceded.
You got to say we will.
We will.
yeah, what you on about?
Spain haven't conceded a goal, and I think that could rattle them. We haven't seen them come back.
And Albania, bro,
We haven't seen them
That
come
could
back.
rattle them.
Yeah.
could
It
rattle
would just
them.
give them more confidence.
rattle them.
They're going in to play a team
they've
that
qualified
have
already.
no
Yeah.
chance of getting
They've
through
qualified,
anyway.
though.
Yeah, I know, but it's about record then, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about record, and we're talking about some of the best players in the world. Yeah, you think that Rodri's gonna go? Oh, it's all right, guys. We're just gonna chill out for
Yeah,
this
they're
one.
not- they're not gonna-
That's not
Yeah.
gonna
He
happen.
shouldn't even be playing, if we're being honest.
No, maybe there is rotation, and that might be where the
Yeah.
goal comes.
That's
That
where
might be the
it's gonna
case.
come from.
But personally, I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
Ooh.
Wow.
wow.
He's gonna be a
what's
slaughter.
the score?
Yeah, what's the score? 4,
Yeah,
5?
it could be 3-4.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That was Group B, to be fair. I said Group A, but that was Group B. We'll do Group A. We're going to focus on Germany, I feel,
Yeah,
because this is such a dominant, one-sided group. And I just feel like Germany, they're looking like favourites for me to get to a final, I think, in my eyes. I don't know how you guys feel about Germany.
No, they're strong.
Yeah,
They're very
100%.
Yeah, I like Germany.
Yeah, but what about that second position? You got Switzerland on 4 points, Scotland on 1 point. I just feel like it's good. Is it Switzerland's
Yeah,
definitely?
the Swiss have been all right. Yeah, the Swiss have been all right. I've second spot seems about right. I mean, I don't think there's too much else to say in this group. to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly. I think it's
the
just
writing's
so
on the
plain and
wall.
simple,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
So Switzerland could finish on 4.
Uh,
Scotland could finish on 4.
But Switzerland have to play Germany.
Yeah,
Yes.
Scotland have to play Hungary. So Scotland could be second.
Scotland.
No, I wouldn't say what they showed
What they-
against
yeah.
what they showed against Switzerland. They showed they've
But
got.
did you see the goal?
Like,
So did you see the goal they conceded? Like their passes, they were making so many.
they could get
missed
a
pace
win
in every
against
part.
Hungary.
Yeah.
Though. They could get a win
They could
against
get a win
Hungary.
against Hungary. but-
Scotland have only got a handful of players that
Yeah.
can play at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dominic
and
they've
Ian
already
Robertson,
lost
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
lost.
Yes,
They've already
Tierney,
lost one in
gone.
And
Kieran
also
Tierney.
before the tournament, they lost Ferguson as well from
Yeah.
Bologna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
So they've lost
I
two.
see them beating Hungary. I see them being hungry because
Hungary are a decent
They're a decent
machine.
team.
There.
They're 2 L's, but that's like a harsh L against Switzerland, I feel like. And
it's all to play for.
Okay.
You know, it's all to play for.
But I think Hungary are working better as a team. They create more chances than Scotland.
Yeah.
And in a game where it's going to be a slog, it's going to be back and forth. This one end to end, and it's going to be about the teams that can create the best chances. And for me, Hungary have shown more of that so far.
Right.
But as you say, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. McTominay can
like you said, they got Szoboszlai who can make the difference.
Yeah,
like,
can make the difference.
Do Scotland really have like a difference maker that can win them a game?
Szoboszlai hasn't done anything this.
Scott McTominay.
He can turn it on.
He could turn it, but Scott McTominay is different. He's different for Scotland.
I was Braveheart.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yo,
not a difference maker.
Nah, don't give me that. He
Did
could
he say
turn it up.
Braveheart?
He could mash it up. He could be like, you know what? I'm taking my. You know, they've never been to the last 16 ever. This is history.
Yeah. That's exactly.
They could.
God, you're a really positive person. You're like a sensationalist.
I'm saying Scotland.
Throw in a Scotland shirt.
I'm just saying, man. You never know.
Get him a kill.
You never know, man.
Yeah. Okay. So third position, Scotland or Hungary?
I'm going with Scotland, man.
Scotland or Hungary?
I think, how many points has Scotland won?
1 point.
It could be. I reckon I'll go Scotland because they could draw it and finish on 2.
Wow. Scotland or Hungary?
Literally sit here slaughtering him. I'm going to go. I'll go Hungary, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going Hungary as well for that.
But they might flog like a 0-0 or something.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You do never know.
Like,
so
one of them ones.
Yeah, definitely. Comment below what you guys think are going to be the predictions of Group A and Group B. We'll go on to Group C, which is our home nations group. England, Denmark, Slovenia, and Serbia. England played Denmark. In a dire match. We were talking behind the scenes, weren't we, Sweeney, about England and the way they're playing, about who, like, I think they're just trying to put too many superstars in one team, and it's not working. No, 100%.
Yeah. There's one, maybe two very clear problems that I think if you're just a casual football fan, you would see, right? So it's that left-hand side of the midfield and the attack, okay? So the problem is, and it starts with the fact that Harry Kane drops into the midfield. And I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that. But he has to have runners off the ball that are getting behind the defence. And Saka is too far on that side for him to reliably find him. Yeah. So when Kane drops back, you've then got Foden being drawn to the ball, which is what he wants to do. He wants a short pass. He wants a short pass. He then wants to turn a player and what have you. But the problem is when he does receive the ball from Harry Kane, there's already 2 or 3 defenders against those two, and there's an overload there. So then the ball is progressed backwards. Oh, and the other option is of course Kieran Trippier on the overlap. But let's be fair, he can't do that anymore. He's not got that same level of pace. By the time Trippier actually gets into a position where he's able to do that, the ball's already come back to Declan Rice, and then it's recycled to the right hand side. Yeah, so exactly. Maybe I'm teaching everyone to suck eggs here because that is really fucking obvious, right? So the solution's obvious as well. It's not Eberechieze, because he also wants to come short. It's Anthony Gordon.
Yes,
he's the only player on that left-hand side. And even if you just look at
the
all
only
of the
natural left winger as well.
Even if you just look at all of the squad options, not just the ones that he's brought, all of the squad options, he's the only one that wants to get to the line and put the ball in the box for Kane. And by the way, that's where Kane does his best work. And Saka does it brilliantly for him. Yeah, we need that on the left-hand side as well. We were talking about the balance of the Spanish attack. Yeah.
There's no balance at England.
It's just names, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I don't know what's the best comparison we could do.
FIFA.
It's like
FIFA.
Yeah,
you just put a bunch of names in.
It's like 2004 England when Scholes was playing on the wing. We had a bunch of midfielders stacked up. That's just
the same.
Just put them in there. Chuck them in.
See what they do.
Chuck them in. And it's like, bro, you're a manager, bro. You should know what you're a coach. You get what I'm saying? Nobody has got Nobody's ever got UEFA B license. No. But we're seeing it.
To me, but no.
I was hoping.
That comparison is so bloody good. Because even if you... Scholes and Foden are very similar players. And yet, I just don't know how Southgate, someone who's been around England...
Has mucked it up so much as well.
He's been around there for such a long time. How can you possibly make the same mistake
as Sven Goran
I don't get it. The other mistake, and I want to get your opinion on this, is Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield. Yeah. So before the tournament, forget his lackluster performances currently, but before the tournament, would you have played him there?
No.
Right.
I don't think anyone would have wanted him there.
Anyone? No,
No, bro. This ain't FIFA.
Okay.
As soon as I saw the kit number, though, I was like, okay, I know exactly where he's going.
Does he play in the squad? Is he our best right back?
I think it's still Walker for me. I think it's still Walker.
Walker's just...
But he's our best right back.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's there. He's there.
Okay.
He's definitely there.
So Trent's not one of our best midfielders, and he's not one of our best right backs.
Not in my eyes, no.
So why?
Take him. Why are you taking him on the plane?
No, great sub. A fantastic person to have off the bench because he's got a lot of quality and as an impact sub in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes, to put that ball in the box for Kane all day long.
Yes,
but he's not playing in the position where we get to use his strength. So what's the
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
It's a hard one because he's technically so good.
Yeah.
And, he's got so many world-class traits, but as a right back, Walker's better because his recovery is the best in the world.
Exactly. That's where it comes down
so
to.
strong.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
I don't know. It's hard.
He looks lost in midfield.
I think the biggest mistake, I want to get your opinion because you're a United fan. I didn't understand it. And I saw England fans making videos. They were happy that he was left at home. And I thought they were all idiots. Was Rashford. Even Rashford at home is, for me, the dumbest thing ever.
Really?
I think so.
You know what? There's a couple shouts you could do this.
Rashford attacking the space in behind. Physically so strong. Great shots. Quick.
He hasn't shown it though this season. That's the problem. That's his problem.
He's got the traits. In my opinion, when someone's that good at football, I would have just called him anyway.
Okay. That's like saying Jack Grealish should have went.
Okay. Well, no, very different players.
No, but it's still left wing.
No, I understand where you're coming from
because
one of England's problems has been getting players beyond the defence.
That's fair. Yeah,
that's what you're saying. Stretching the defence. I get that. Yeah, and Rashford does that better than most. But you then go, well, okay, we've got Anthony Gordon who can do that. Yeah, and Anthony Gordon's numbers are
prolific. He's one of the best.
They're ridiculously much better. So when you say it's criminal to not bring Rashford, for me, I'm saying it's even worse to not play the player that you brought. Do that.
With the players that they have, Gordon should be starting, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
But I just think I didn't understand not bringing Rashford. I understand the whole he hasn't had amazing seasons. He's had problems off the pitch as well.
Yeah,
but I just think that when a player is that talented and he is so clear that he has that world class potential.
I get it.
What Sweeney's saying is that you didn't bring Rashford, but you got a player that can do what Rashford does better, and you're putting him on the bench. It's a bit silly. So even if Rashford was there, Southgate probably won't even play him.
No, he won't play him.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm a big Rashford fan. I would have definitely, I would have bought him 100%.
He'd do really well in Serie A, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because he's world class, not because of Leeds, class. He's got world class potential.
There you go. But
just in case Juventus boards are watching, I'll take Rashford.
Yeah, you definitely will, wouldn't you? What about that defensive issue in terms of like the centre back partnership, Stones and Guehi? Do you think that's been really well? Has it surprised any of you guys?
He's been pulling his weight. He's been doing what needs to be done. Like they've been put under pressure a few times, but he's recovered well. He's doing a clean job in defence.
I think so. Yeah,
he is doing what a defender should be doing. He's not doing too much.
Yeah.
He's blocking. Yeah. He's reading the game.
For international football, that is
he's shown me that. Yes.
Where he's a better centre back in the England team than John Stones is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And the reason for that is that John Stones' strengths are actually stepping into midfield.
Right?
Yes.
But in this team, where he is maybe the second best player in the team. With what he's added, just in the last two games we're talking about. With what he's added, he hasn't really put a foot wrong.
Yeah, the bar's so low as well.
By the way, I think he gave the ball away once, and then the recovery pace was crazy. And to put him in the same breadth over the last two games as someone like Jude Bellingham, who's a potential Ballon d'Or winner, is insane. No one thought that 12 months ago. I love the guy.
Yeah, I'm surprised by him as well. Yeah, of course you would say that. But I am definitely surprised by the levels that where he is showing, because I thought
what happened to Wan-Bissaka.
No, do you know what? If I actually can give some advice to any professional football players, if you come across this podcast, don't actually go to Manchester United. Like the money's not worth it. It's actually not.
The depression.
The stress as well.
The money's not worth it, guys.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But when we look at that England squad, they're going to progress.
Yeah, they'll
progress. They're going to face Slovenia next, obviously, against Šeško and his band of merry men. But where do you reckon they'll get on moving forward, like in terms of the round of 16? Is that going to be their?
It depends who they play, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Who's the
It depends
group
where
that we
finish.
I can't remember exactly from the top of my head.
The bracket. I know Spain are in there, but it depends on the bracket. Depends who finishes third.
We won't play Spain because they'll come first. And I still think that England top their group. I still think that.
I don't think that'll be beneficial for England though. I want Southgate.
This is Russia World Cup.
I need Southgate to learn a lesson. I need him to learn a hard lesson because you can't be doing these things and keep on progressing. If they get knocked out on the group stage,
well, they won't. It's still possible,
I need something like that to happen to be like, yo, we made the wrong decision. This guy should have been sacked in 2018.
Don't you think he could step down though?
I think he's going to.
I heard rumors they begged him.
After this one.
He's done after this one. You need to get knocked out.
No, but make no mistake, he's not getting sacked. If he wins it, he'll step down. If he loses it, he'll step down. He's not getting sacked. So when you're like, he's done, that's not the case. He's walking off into the sunset, having a great job at England. There's no sacking.
It doesn't matter how it ends.
He deserves a sacking. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely.
2018 he should have gone. 2018 he should have gone. I remember.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
I was at Houston Station watching the match. No, 2018
we have an Italy fan in the house, right? So
Euros.
Yeah, obviously I'm back Italy.
Yeah, of course. But the Euros before, when you won it, did you not thank your lucky stars that we decided to just start parking the bus that early?
Yeah, when England went 1-0 up, I was stressed.
But it's the same thing.
It was like the way they just took their foot off the gas so quickly was a joke to me because that gave us so much confidence.
We're still seeing the same things because
it doesn't make sense.
Because when you see the player positions before the goal and after the goal, they were showing it during the analysis. The game was so drop deep. I can see you're mad, and I do get it. I
just don't understand. One of the most famous sayings, like, across the world in the last 100 years is something that Albert Einstein said. And it was, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Yeah. Southgate! Bruv, it's the same thing every game. It's the same.
It is. I agree with that.
Lock him up, honestly. Straight jacket.
I don't think he's that bad. But that's fair enough. I can't find the brackets, but I do feel like...
I know if Italy finish second and England finish first, they can face each other in the quarters. But I don't know who England will have in
I don't know either, but I do feel like England's times, right? It could be TikTok at a round of 16. I'm not gonna lie, because of the way they're playing. Any team,
I think they lose to Spain 100%.
Yeah.
Germany 100%.
Yeah.
I think they'll still lose to France.
Yeah.
France haven't been amazing.
Even Noah, though.
Lose to France.
If Romania make it through, they're losing to Romania with the way they're playing right now. Romania are looking so good. They're looking good. They are looking so good.
So who can they beat?
This is quite disrespectful.
No, who can they beat? That's disrespectful.
Who can they beat? Give me names of teams that they can beat.
How are you thinking that you're just going to say it so blasé? I agree that
Romania have been good.
Most teams in this competition would give us a good game. Yeah, but you said it so off the cuff.
Do you know
would beat them,
do you know what I mean?
Poland would beat them.
No, Poland would beat them.
But do you know what I mean?
No. And also, to be fair, right, during my predictions, I put them as my dark horses. So
So that's why you gave
agenda.
Yeah, there is an agenda.
That's an agenda. That bias.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that.
Unfollow.
No, if you want to, you can. But definitely. I just see England as the most beatable top team right now amongst the rest of the group. And but definitely, Clique fam, let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you think England are going to be struggle in the round of 16 onwards, or do you reckon that it will be a bit more comfortable? Because I don't know, some people might see it as, we're getting wins, we're not losing and stuff like that. There are some people that are like that. Yeah, exactly. Next group, let's go on to Group D. Netherlands and France was a game that was on yesterday. If I was not, very boring. I don't know about you guys, but a very controversial call on offside. Yeah. But I didn't watch the game, so
we watched the game.
I feel like you.
Yeah, I watched the game. There was a pocket in the game, like 20 minutes in the game, where France were going for it, quick passes here and there, trying to get in and out, and then Netherlands just hit them on the break and scored. And I was thinking, right, we've got a game on our hands, and up steps English VAR, because I'm going to call it English VAR. It wasn't German VAR. It wasn't the Euro. It was English VAR. So goal's gone in now. we're hearing two different things from them. First, the commentators are saying, "Oh yeah, he was getting blocked. The keeper was getting blocked. He couldn't dive properly.
Okay.
He couldn't dive properly." Another
Absolute
commentator was saying, "Yeah, but what do you mean he couldn't dive properly? If he wanted to dive, he would have dived. What do you mean?" Then another person came and said, "Yeah, but he's offside. He's offside.
No.
He's offside." I'm thinking,
So was he offside or not?
he was in an offside position, but he wasn't interfering with nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Was
a
he
goal.
not?
He
I
wasn't
agree.
interfering with nothing.
It's as simple as this, yeah. For that particular rule, the only way that the player can be offside, like actually, and affect the play, is if he's affecting the goalkeeper's eye line,
Yeah.
right? He's not. He's stood next to the
Next to
goalkeeper. He's not holding on to the goalkeeper. Yeah, the goalkeeper could be in any position in that 6-yard box. Yeah, in any position. So really, he's not actually affecting the play. He's affecting the play. Like so if it was a centre back stood next to him, yeah, you wouldn't have said that.
No.
Yeah. All the goalkeeper needs to do is take half a step back, then dive.
That's all.
That's all he has to do.
That's all.
Yeah. And he sees the ball. He sees 90% of the flight of the ball as well.
Completely.
Yeah. It should have been a goal.
That should have been a goal.
And I feel bad for the young lad. I mean, what a goal to
Sorry,
score,
sir.
right?
His first debut. That was not debut. First goal for Netherlands. That would have been it.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a goal to score as well.
Yeah, exactly. And has France been underwhelming for you guys as well? What do you reckon, Luca? Do you think France...
I only watched the first game because I was on the flight back from Germany, so I didn't get to catch the Netherlands game. But the first game, they created a lot of chances. They created loads. They should have scored. They should have won by like 3 or 4 goals. But they've been a bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna say that they haven't. Like,
I think that's just because the expectation.
Yeah,
was
the
so
expectation.
high.
Yeah.
The expectation was that France is going to dazzle us. But I think that they've controlled games.
They've done what they need to do.
They've controlled games, and you know, it's just they won the first one and what have you. And the second game was a really tough one because I think the Netherlands have come out and been much better than we thought they were going to be. So the verdict's still out on France. I think that they could still possibly win it, but they're not my top of the list anymore.
They were mine.
The Champs didn't bring Kante, they would be messed up.
That's another person I want to talk about. Kante is better than all of Chelsea's midfield.
And he's running
He's running the show.
You're 32, 33 and you're still doing that.
I know my guys.
He knows his guys.
I know my guys.
He trolled everyone into thinking he was finished going to Saudi.
Yeah,
and
but
just pops in again.
Exactly.
I'll drop
doing
a few
everything,
masterclasses.
He looks fantastic.
I know, and it's just like Chelsea. I'm just thinking, should you have sold him? Like,
And it's mad that he's benching like top talent.
Yeah.
Like Zaire Emery with France.
I'm seeing Camavinga playing with the bibs. He's playing with the cones and bibs. I'm like, everyone's sweating, having a game, and you're just there chilling. I'm like,
he's playing FM with the coaches.
He may not get a game. He may not get a game. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is shocking. I was very surprised by that. But let's look at the group. 4 points each for Netherlands and France. Austria are on third, so it does look like that is what the group's going to be set on. Netherlands, though, do you want to quickly just talk about Netherlands? Because I feel like you had made a good point about an individual in that team, as well as like, well, the attack in general, basically, weren't it?
Yeah, I think that it's a real shame for the Netherlands because they've looked really good at the back, surprisingly good in midfield. You know, based on the amount of players that they've lost there. I mean, Frankie de Jong and Koop Miners are a massive loss for that team, and yet they've played really well in midfield as well, I think. And then you get into the wings and you go, wow, Cody Gakpo's look really lively as well. And I don't like saying it, but he looks like one of their best players. Fantastic.
Stop
this. And then they're playing Xavi Simons out of position on the right-hand side. He looks good, should have had a goal, as I mentioned. And then you get
the number 10.
The Netherlands number 10.
The rapper.
You've got to run to play football. You've got to run to play football. And he doesn't. And when the chances fall to him, he doesn't put them in the back of the net. Yeah. So you can't have that arrogance to strut around the football pitch.
He looks like the director's pro clubs player.
I think start Weghorst.
Would you start? Yeah. I'd tell you what. I'd suggest another name, but I'm interested.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, because Weghorst, a massive big guy. It's not because I support Man United. I thought he wasn't very good for Man United. Whatever. Did a job. That was the chair. And because of how good they are on the wings, as I mentioned, put
the ball in, just whip it in.
Put the ball into Weghorst. He could, with the sort of talent they've got on the wings, he could push top goal scorer, I think, honestly, because he does get on the end of chances, and at international level, it's a different game to club
structure
level.
Is different.
And I think that he would do well. Who would you play?
I would suggest Joshua Zirkzee.
Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Yeah.
I
would. Is he on the bench?
Yeah. But the thing is,
it was criminal that
he's not been given a minute, has he?
No, he
hasn't declared for them. He hasn't declared for them.
No, he is, but he wasn't originally called out. Someone pulled out. I think injury, and then he called up Xerxes. But the season he's had at Bologna is just incredible.
The value that player's offering for 35 million.
He's so good. Like
and he's a Man United target as well, isn't he, Joshua?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm hearing AC Milan. That's what everyone in Italy's saying. He'll go AC Milan. But
see, the rumour that I heard was that, and it's the same at United and a lot of other clubs, that the agent is looking for like 12 to 15 million.
So is it going to be a bit like the Sheffield?
So AC Milan are saying, well, we're not sure about that.
Yeah, you guys will probably say, nah, 12, 20.
Yeah. Just splash the cash on it.
This is how you know, that someone doesn't keep up to date with their football clubs. Because Manchester United are actually completely different.
Well, you took Pogba from us. No, I know that. And you gave the agent like 25, didn't you?
We're talking about a completely different team of people doing it.
That's the last thing I remember, though.
But we haven't seen this. They haven't seen the work yet. We haven't seen it.
I agree. And if any indication, or if there's anything to give you an indication on, it's the fact that we didn't say, yes, Everton will pay 80 million for Bradthwaite. We didn't say yes to the agent. Yeah, we're going to pay the release clause and pay you 15 million for Xerxes. We haven't done any of those things yet. No. And the litmus test is still there. We may well do. We may well do. And we kept Ten Hag as well. Yeah. That's a different move. Agreed. So we're not talking about Man United. Let's move on. Euros.
Okay.
I do want to say one more thing about the Netherlands.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think they're going to succeed that much because maybe a silly reason, but for me, do they have any Van players in the team? No Van.
Van Dijk. What do you mean, like?
He's not a real Van. You know what I mean by a Van. You know, like a Van Persie, like a Van Persie, like a Van Bommel.
Here we go.
You know what I mean?
Arsenal are something.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. So Van Persie's a Man United legend, not an
he's not an Arsenal legend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have a friend on Twitter that always gets on me, starts telling me, Van Persie's an Arsenal legend. And I tell him, no, bro, he didn't do it for us.
Actually, sorry, can I just retract that? He's not a Man United legend. He's a Man United great.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not a legend. We've got too many.
Yeah, we throw around the name legend anymore. But they need a Van.
Yeah.
And I need to see a Van coming up soon. Yeah.
Well, Shaquille, his youngest is called Shaquille, isn't it? And he's at final or something.
We'll see him
maybe
soon.
Shaquille Van Persie's the next up.
We're losing minerals.
Yeah. Okay.
Van der Beek.
Group E. Let's move on to Group E. This is a very interesting group because it's actually, some people would have predicted this upside down, if that makes sense. Because Belgium are last, then it's Slovakia, then Ukraine, then Romania. Some people would have predicted it like that, but instead it's actually Romania, Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium. Crazy. I just feel like Romania have been amazing. They've been a breath of fresh air. I know what I'm talking about when I say they're my dark horses. I knew it. Yeah. I just knew it. But anyways, how do we feel about Belgium's underperformance?
I said they were going to be flops going into it. Yeah. I said it on a YouTube video with George Achilea, but their generation's finished, man.
Yeah. You know why they're bottom, right? It's because of Serie A legend Romelu Lukaku.
Legend. Serie A legend. Wait, hold on. Serie A legend is the most insane thing ever for the best league of all time.
But they love him.
But banter aside, he's been shocking for them.
I think that overall
they should have scored double the amount of goals that they have. Yeah. If they actually had someone that could put the ball in the back.
Morata would have scored.
That's one.
Yeah. Well, I know. I get it. But I just feel like,
how many goals have they scored?
0.
Then it's not double, no. But they should have scored across the 2 games. 5 or 6 goals.
They haven't played the second game.
Oh, sorry. In the first game, then. That's what I'm talking about. One game, he could have scored 4 or 5.
Yeah. It's crazy. Who
are they playing next?
I think it is Romania by the looks of it.
They're going to struggle.
Yeah, I think they
like the way they
Belgium. Belgium really, I think they've lost their minerals of that golden era.
That's the thing. The time's over.
The times are over. I think we're looking at them dropping out of that top 10 coefficient, if you believe in that sort of in that ranking.
That's the thing with these golden eras.
Are they not in the top 3 of that though at the moment?
No, they can't.
No.
When it comes to golden eras, you look at some golden eras and you're thinking, why didn't you guys do anything? You see, you guys spoke about Croatia's golden era. They did something.
They did something.
They did.
Belgium's golden era did nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. They didn't get to a final. I think they got to one semi-final. That was in 2018.
Yeah.
Belgium, France.
They
They
finished
didn't do
first.
anything. So they had an error, but nothing was done. At least Croatia can
It's
hold.
because of the manager they gave it to. We said it in
They
the
gave it
previous
to
podcast.
Martinez.
They gave it to
Yeah.
Martinez, and I just do not rate him. And now he's going to do the same thing with the Portugal team. And it's going to be
techie.
the same story with a different nation.
So you need
I
a good
feel.
coach. Just like England. Golden era, you need the right coach.
I do have the
You need
coefficients
right
in front of
coach.
me now.
For Portugal, by the way, give it 2 years. It's not this one. It's the World Cup.
Yeah. No, I get that, but still, it's going to be ruined by the manager. But the coefficient I got it in front of me. England are first, then it's Italy.
England are first.
I don't know why though. That makes no
Is
sense
this for
to me.
European nations or worldwide?
It is. I'm looking
is it
at
for clubs as
UEFA.
well?
This is UEFA
Yeah.
nations by the looks of it. Yes, it is
Okay.
UEFA nations because I feel like Brazil might be.
I think won't Argentina be first?
Do you know
It might have been, yeah. But all right,
These
European
are-
wise, because we're talking Euros, England, then Italy, Spain, Germany, France, Netherlands, Portugal, Belgium,
Oh,
and
they are
then
quite far down.
Turkey.
Wait, where
We're
are
in the
Belgium?
top 10, man. Huh?
Where are Belgium?
Belgium are 8th. We're just
Where are
one below
France?
them. France are in 5th. They're in the top 5. I
Who's
don't
third
get
and
how.
fourth then?
3rd and 4th are Spain and Germany. So Spain 3rd, Germany 4th.
But that's kind of surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but this is why I don't believe in this rubbish. That's why I said if you believe it. Like
Where we?
Albania. Oh, let me just scroll
17th.
down.
66?
Let's go. Let's cut for a short break.
47, yeah, 47.
So we're the lowest ranked in the competition.
Yeah, second lowest. Is that right?
Who's the lowest?
Really?
Well, Georgia are above you. But all right, let's do the predictions for this group. So at the end of it, by the end of match day 3, who do you think are going to be going through? Is it going to be Romania, Ukraine, Slovakia, or Belgium? Luca, we'll start with you.
Romania.
I like them.
Yeah,
I like
Romania.
them. Who else?
I'll still go Belgium.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
So they'll win their next game and then you reckon they'll win
I
their
think
game
they'll
after
have
as well?
enough, but they won't be convincing and they're going out straight around the 16. That's what I said in my prediction anyway
Yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
I'll still stick with Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah,
and-
they still have quality on the pitch.
Yeah.
Romania and Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
I think Romania and Ukraine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
Oh,
sub
that's a turn.
story of Ukraine. I think
sub-story.
we're gonna get scripts.
We're going to call it a
We're gonna
sub
get a
story.
script written here, and I think Belgium could finish third, but we're gonna get a script.
We're not talking about some bird on X Factor
We're gonna get-
who's talking about having like bad like
We're
lymph
gonna get
nodes or
scripts.
something, mate.
We're gonna get-
talking
crazy.
sob
We're
story.
gonna get a script.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
my God.
We're gonna get a script written here. I feel the passion.
Netflix show.
The passion Ukraine. I saw them last
Did Checker
yesterday.
cry again? Did Checker cry
He's
again?
always in. That's what I mean by
had
substance.
enough.
He's always
I
in
had
tears.
enough.
You get what I'm saying?
I had enough
They came
of
from a
tears.
goal down yesterday
Yeah.
to win the match 2-1. That should galvanize them now. And they're thinking, all right, guys, we've got one more match. And you know how it goes. One more
Inspirational
match.
music in the dressing
Inspirational
room.
music playing. They're going to be like, yeah, we can do this. Come on. And they'll just
Except
win
for the
it.
fact they really can't.
You never know. You never
They got
know.
Belgium in the last game.
They could wrap Belgium
I
up.
don't know. We'll have to wait.
Belgium
and see.
Luca
We'll have
got
to
front.
see.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have to wait and see for that.
No, it was a good goal from Shaparenko though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
not
good
bad, not a bad goal. Last group of the Euros, my favourite group for no unbiased reason, is Turkey, Portugal, Czechia and Georgia.
Oh, so
As
Georgia's
we-
your favourite team?
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
they are. They're my favourite. They're so good.
Yeah.
But when we look at this group, as we speak right now, at the time of recording, Turkey and Portugal are playing right now. But we are first, so that does mean something.
What's the score?
It is 0-0 right now.
Oh, okay.
It is 0-0 right now.
It'll be 1-0.
Yeah,
Yildiz
I
will
said.
score.
I personally predict Portugal winning 2-0, but that's just my belief in the Turkish team not being that great. I think we'll come out of the round 16 anyway, whoever we face. But I feel like if we manage to get through to that stage, I feel like that'll be
It'll be
a
big for the
successful.
nation,
It's a good
sure.
tournament. It's a good tournament because we got youngsters like Kenan Yildiz, Arda Güler.
Yeah.
Like we just got to wait and see what their ceiling's going
Yeah,
to be.
Yildiz, future best player in the world.
I've got a
100%.
question.
Yeah, well,
I've got a
No
question
doubt
for
in my
everyone.
mind.
Yeah. Who's the most overrated youngster at the Euros?
oh, is it Arda Güler for
Wait,
you?
what age do you specify?
Well,
youngster?
yeah, where did you cut?
Under 21?
Yeah, go on, under 21, yeah.
Overrated.
I don't know everyone's age off by heart. but-
Overrated.
Yeah, just
Who do you think? Are you going to say
Just
Gula?
Gula,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
see
do.
what I mean? Like,
I think it
Because
is.
he hasn't had as much playing time as
we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen it. We haven't
not
in
playing
12
time.
months' time, I might be going, wow.
But this
but I'm not going to do that yet.
It's the playing time. I get what you
From
mean.
him.
I get what he's talking about. It's the playing time. You haven't seen him that much, but what he
That's
showed.
fair.
Well, I say the
With
same thing.
Turkey.
I say the same thing
Like, who rates
to Man
him up a
United
lot?
fans about Kobe Mainoo. I swear to God, I say the same thing. I think that he's got all the potential in the world. Could be really, really great.
I would say Mainoo's a bit more overrated than Gula, to be honest.
Potentially. But we haven't seen enough of Mainoo to put him in the same bracket as players like Phil Foden and what have you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay, I think that's fair enough. I just feel like from what I've seen, I know the Turkish league is a Turkish league that is like dire, but I still feel like from what I've seen and the fact that he was putting up the numbers, like to be able to be signed by Real Madrid from like outside the top 5 leagues, you got to put out those big numbers, and that's what he was doing. And it's just
and he's had injuries and stuff.
Yeah, he's had injuries and stuff, of course. And then for the international
Ravel
team,
Morrison was putting out big numbers.
Yeah, but that's
stop it.
Yeah, look, that's where you're drawing the line.
Stop it, bro. I said Ravel
Morrison and Arda should not be in the same sentence.
My point is, don't talk to me about what they were doing when they were 14, 15.
You want to see more
Don't
of
talk
them
to me
right
about
now.
that.
I'm only talking about last season.
Yeah, he is like 18.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
he?
He's
So
showing
that's-
you what he can do right now. He's showing you right now in the Euros. He's showing you I'm a big man.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think Yildiz is better than Gula.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is a good debate because I don't know what Turkish fans, how you
I've
guys
asked
feel about
quite a
it.
few out in Germany. It was quite split, actually.
Yeah, because Yildiz, he has that more prolificness to his game.
Yeah.
And depending on what you prefer in terms of your game, do you prefer someone that is a bit more attacking goals, or do you prefer someone that's a bit more like technical? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be a split decision. But yeah, I just feel like we'll definitely go through.
I think Guda's gonna, because he's playing with much better players.
Yeah, but Yildiz is going to be the main man at Juventus.
Yeah, but the level.
Like, he's been
at
good this
18,
season. He was good. He was good this season for you.
I've seen him live.
Yeah,
I've never seen a player like live in the stadium that good at that such a young age.
Yeah,
you actually make a really good point.
He's so good.
Think about the world's best players over the past 15 years. Ronaldo, Messi.
Gula won't play that often.
Both of those players from a very young age were the main man at the club.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Ronaldo became the main man at Man United. Very quickly, Messi was the main man, and having that responsibility is I think more valuable than
being
just having lots of players around you, because most of these great youngsters have got great players around them.
Yeah.
No, that's that responsibility.
I do feel like, definitely. We've seen more from Yildiz than we have seen from Gula. That's fine. I just feel like next season we just got to wait and see.
Next season.
Both of them get their game time.
We'll see. Exactly. When Modric starts to pan out a little bit, or
Should
I
be
don't know.
panned out.
We'll have to wait and see what happens. But let's look at Portugal though. Roberto Martinez is Portugal.
Not that convincing in the first game.
No.
Not at all.
No, I don't really think they've really shown. Again, it's Roberto Martinez style of football, isn't it? It's just pragmatic. It's just boring, and I feel like he's putting all his chips into Ronaldo still.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
2024.
CR7.
Yeah. Do you guys think he should be starting in this Euros?
I don't really have a problem with him starting, but the focal point of the team should be about wing play. They should. If you're going to play him, you have to just be looking at wing play. Yeah. Don't look at trying playing passes off him in the centre. That just let him stand on the penalty spot. Yeah, and the wingers find him.
But he comes back. That's the analysis they
made.
He
shouldn't be. That's
they were like, he doesn't have that pace anymore for him to get into the box as quick as before. So he needs to stay in and around the box. But he's coming back, and by the time someone like Leao gets up there, he's like, yo, you're too slow, bro. I've already put the ball in. So he himself needs to let his ego down a bit, which is going to be very difficult. Yeah. And they need to tell him, yo, bro, stay out there and finish up. You're not that guy anymore.
They've potentially got the best wingers in the tournament.
Yeah, you're not that guy anymore.
Potentially. Well, I'm sure there'll be an argument elsewhere. Potentially. Or top one or two. You've got to play to that strength. And Rafael Leao was maybe the best player on the pitch for them in the last game. And
Bruno had a good game as well.
Ronaldo needs to sit on the penalty spot.
Fair enough. Okay.
Finish it off.
Can you pull up the team in the first game? Because I'm pretty sure their midfield, they played a 5-5.
I think Bernardo played on the wing.
I think their midfield three was Bruno, Bernardo Silva, and Vitinha. I don't think it was balanced at all, but
Bruno and Vitinha were definitely in there. I remember seeing Bernardo Silva playing quite wide.
He was quite wide. Yeah,
they've got it here as a 5-3-2. They've laid it out. So Pepe, Ruben Diaz, and I assume one of João Cancelo and Nuno Mendes was playing in that
Cancelo
third position.
was quite good.
Or Diego Dalot.
Dalot he was playing also.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Vitinha listed as the midfielders, and up front was Leao and Cristiano Ronaldo. But
that's not really how it worked out though, because what I remember seeing is 3-4.
Bernardo was
very high on the right.
This probably isn't accurate. It's just showing you like what they are, and then
I'll promise you, it was a 3-4-3. Yeah, Cancelo and Dalot holding those left wing back, right wing back, if you want, but they were quite advanced. And then Bernardo Silva on the right hand side. So the midfield two was really
Bruno
and Vitinha,
Vitinha,
and then one of the two wing backs would come and
come
join
in
them.
because you
or
know
not,
they can
you know
do
what
that.
I mean?
Yeah.
That's a very
that's-
offensive midfield.
Yeah, who's
Yeah.
there? They have a really good centre mid on the bench. If I'm not mistaken, who is it? Can
Well-
you read out the bench?
Well, I've got here João Palhinha, midfield.
João Palhinha should be the one playing.
Like, if you're talking
seating
about
at the
balance,
top.
you could have Bruno as the 10, Bernardo out wide, Leao, and then Palhinha and Vitinha in a
Yeah.
pivot. That could.
Because playing with
Yeah.
no defensive mid is crazy.
Vitinha is
surprised by
more
that.
of an 8. I think would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at PSG's had a top season. He's one. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
Yeah, in the
I-
Champions League,
I
he's
like-
so
in the
good.
Champions League,
He's-
I like
yeah.
PSG's best player for
Yeah,
the whole
I
tournament.
agree with
So
that.
they've
So
got the
I liked
players.
Portugal in that game, and because as you guys have been reeling off the names, I'm like, actually, yeah, he had a good performance. Yeah, he had a good performance. Well, individually, they all played quite well, but they struggled to create enough chances.
Yeah.
And who do we put that
And
down to?
maybe it is down to Ronaldo.
And the manager.
But,
And
yeah,
the manager. It's the manager.
Bruno will throw you balls. That's the thing about Bruno. He does hero ball. He will throw you balls.
Hero ball.
Ronaldo ain't got that pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruno will chuck a ball at you like, have that. Let's see what your touch is like. If it's not in and around the area where Ronaldo can one touch bang, it's a problem. Because Ronaldo, he's in the midfield now, trying to trap a ball, trying to lay people on, then trying to get in. Bro, by the time you pass to Bernardo
he's trying
or
to do too
Leao,
much.
they're quick, bro. They've chopped. They're already trying to get the ball in, and you're there just.
So you would just
coming in.
remove him
Yeah.
from the team.
Bro, and they need someone else that's quicker. They need someone quicker in there.
Do
bro.
you know what I think? I think that Gareth Southgate and Martinez would have a really, really great
Dinner.
sit down. with
Yeah,
the
they
punch.
would. They would
I
do.
think they really
Because
enjoy
that's
that.
the level of they were at the Premier League. They were them low middling teams like Middlesbrough and Wigan, you know.
I think
And-
that they love each
yeah,
other's
I bet
competition.
they would. I bet
Yeah,
they
yeah.
would. But to wrap it up, then, how would you see this group being predicted as finishing? Do you see it Portugal as first, or how do you see it panning out?
Yeah, Portugal,
Yeah,
Turkey.
Portugal's up.
Yeah, Portugal,
Portugal,
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice and good.
I'm gonna go different, of course.
Oh, where do you want to go?
Yeah, because I think Portugal were lucky against
Czech Republic.
Czechia. I think Czechia had a game plan,
Yeah.
and it just forward like the slip and everything.
Yeah.
I think they could get a win against Georgia, so that would leave them with 4. I think they could.
Georgia were good as well. In
Yeah,
the first
Georgia
game.
are very.
What was the score in the end for
1-0.
1-1.
1-0.
Yeah.
In the first game, they were good. They
They
created
were
a
very,
lot
very
of
good.
chances.
That was an
That
open
Mikhail
game.
Tatse guy
It
is
was-
so
it was-
good.
For me, that was maybe one of the
Yeah,
most
best.
decisive
So
games.
end-to-end.
Get open. No one cared about defensive tactics. Just go for it. Just
Yeah,
go for
exactly.
it.
Just gun ho. Yeah, it definitely showed like the levels, especially with the 2 goals that Turkey scored. Brilliant. It was a brilliant game. I can't hate it.
2 goals.
I can't hate it. I can't hate it.
Okay, which
I've
one
got
was
to gas it up.
which one was better? The one from the right back or Gulas?
Ooh. I think the right backs. I think it's
Yeah,
the
I
right
thought it
backs.
was, right?
I thought he was going to go.
No, Gulesh was good. Gulesh was good.
The right back's one, the technique on that was insane.
Portugal just scored. But okay, anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
scored, yeah.
Oh, man.
no.
Do you want to...
Okay, wrap it up there.
It's
Wrap
gonna
it
be
up
Ronaldo.
there.
It's gonna be Ronaldo.
Wrap it up there.
Ronaldo.
Wrap
Who
it up
scored?
there.
If it's Ronaldo,
I don't know,
that's
I can't
mad.
see. I can't see. All right, let me have a look there.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Was it
It was a
Ronaldo?
goal of Portugal. I said 2-0 predicted to Portugal, by the way. So
Rafael Leao.
Bernardo Silva scored.
Silva.
Well, there we go. So yeah. So that is everyone's predictions made. Thank you to Luca and Sweeney for being on the channel. Their links will be in the description below. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that the predictions are correct? Do you think anything about the English side? Do you think any changes need to be done? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.